let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. And you may be seated. And we welcome you on this beautiful morning in Citrus Heights to Unity Spiritual Community, whether you are here in person with us at Sylvan Center or on Facebook or on Zoom. We are a hybrid, multi-dimensional church. We're so glad you're here with us this morning, and we welcome each one of you as the expression of the divine. All are welcome in each unique expression. So Reverend Carla is here with us this morning, but she is on medical leave, so she's just joining us to be here with us in the service. And I am Lisa Lawson. I'm the Minister of Music here at Unity Spiritual Community, and we have a guest with us this morning who is James Buffalo Moreno. We're so glad you could join us, Jimmy. And let us begin with our first congregational song, which is I Give My Thanks. Please join me. I am so thankful for every blessed moment, and I live in gratitude. My heart is open, my spirit is rejoicing, and I live in gratitude. I give my thanks to God. 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 I am so thankful for every blessed moment, and I sing in gratitude. My heart is open, my spirit is rejoicing, and I sing in gratitude. I give my thanks to God. 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 I am so thankful for every blessed moment, and I give in gratitude. My heart is open, my spirit is rejoicing, and I give in gratitude. I give my thanks to God. 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 Okay, and at this time we often have a featurette, but during this time we are featuring some of our congregants or our guest speaker in a little interview so that we can get to know each other better. So I've asked actually James to come up, and we're going to talk to him a little bit about some things that'll help us to get to know him better. And go ahead and come on up here, James. Thanks. So I just was curious, you have a new book.
I do.
And it's right there. Can you hold it up for us so we can see?
Sure.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's called The Search for Higher Self, a Whimsical Tale for the Curious Mind.
Wow. Wow. So what's it about?
Well, it's really a caricature of meditation, and it has all the elements of who we meet in meditation: curiosity, anger, hopefulness, happiness, the critical self that we meet. It has all the elements of that.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. Different than something I might have ever seen before, actually.
I think there are a few things out there, but if you go to the store and you walk in and go into the bread section, there's many loaves of bread. So, there's always a place for everyone's voice.
Okay. And so, James, I was really curious. I know that you're a shaman, and that we have, you've been a shaman for over 25 years.
Yes.
And you were the spiritual leader of Unity Grand Rapids.
Correct.
In Michigan.
Yes.
And I know that you were studying also with the Unity Urban School, right?
I was not. I was through Unity Village.
Through Unity Village.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, and you're back here. We met you many years ago at a key leader meeting, and so we've known James for a while.
Yeah.
Done some things
And
for
it's
us.
actually funny to hear you call me James, because I know you know me as Jimmy.
I know. I want you to call you Jimmy so bad. So, do you go by James now?
Oh, it's my given name, and I'm proud of it.
It's wonderful. It flows very beautifully.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, but it is, I have to think about it.
Yeah.
So I was curious as to what was your path into spirituality, and then through that into unity.
Yeah, well, my family was Catholic, and I really, it's the foundation of my spiritual walk, because it's my embedded theology. And so I think that there's a part of that that's with me and through me wherever I go. And my family is still on that journey. And so, but for me, it took a turn when I had a discussion with a priest that really was a sour note in me. And I was an altar boy at the time, and I put my robe back on the hook, and I never returned. And there was a full circle moment in that whole thing, because after that happened, I kind of studied everything. I studied Buddhism, Hinduism. I would talk to the Krishnas at the airport. They used to do that at the time. They can't do that anymore. And anybody who came to my door, the Mormons, the Jehovah's Witness, or whoever. But I went to ashrams, synagogues, all different places of worship, because I was just so curious about how people connect to their higher source, or the God of their understanding. And finally, at one point, a friend of mine said, "I've been going to this medicine man, and it has changed my life." And I said, "I'd like to do that. Can I do that?" And so I went, and when I got there, the best way that I could describe what I experienced is that I felt I was home. I felt home. And when I say it was a full circle thing, is because I actually ended up speaking as a shaman on the altar of the church that I left, with the priest in the audience. And his words to me on the day that I was really turned off were, "You're not needed." And so here I was, full circle moment, and on that particular day, I was needed, I was invited. And I was so grateful to him for making that statement to change my course.
Wow. Did he invite you back?
No, he did not. It was a group that, I can't remember what their name was, San Joaquin County Interfaith.
Okay.
It was an interfaith group that invited me.
So it was kind of a surprise for him then. Did he even know who you were?
I don't think so. I mean, I said hello to him, and but I don't think he knew me. No.
Mm-hmm. Right, from a little altar boy, right?
Yeah, I knew him.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
And so what was your path into unity then?
So then I met a man named Albert Abdulke, who was just a brilliant mind, and his wife was they were like the Myrtle and Charles of my life. you know, because they spoke the principles of unity. They knew it through and through. But they had their own church called the Spiritual Truth Center in Stockton, California. And so they had actually left unity, but they didn't leave the principles of the truth movement. So I learned about Katie and Hopkins and Freeman and, you know, all these people through them. But when they retired and I didn't have a church home, because I would do my ceremonies there.
Okay.
They were open to my path. They were open to allowing me to do my shamanic practice there. And they retired. So then I went to a unity church, and all of a sudden I discovered, wait a minute, I know this. So I didn't really understand that I was learning unity while I was learning about unity. So when I came, it was just quite a surprise that it was all the teachings that I already knew.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were at Unity of Stockton when we met you.
Yes. Yeah, and I eventually ended up being on the board and very active in that community.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jimmy, for sharing
Thank you.
all this about your path. It's always fascinating.
Thank you very
to know
much.
these things.
It's
And
a blessing to be here today.
Looking forward to having you speak with us in just a few moments.
Okay, thank you.
Oh. And I accidentally changed the order of service and so we're now going to go back to the daily word, which our board member Ashley Forsyth is going to come up and share with us. So Ashley, if you would not mind standing behind the microphone so that people online can, that way they can hear you too.
Okay. Hello. The daily word today is gratitude for Sunday, August 21st, 2022. Gratitude. I don't need to wait for a reason to feel grateful. When I live with an attitude of gratitude, I find the good in every situation, the blessing that can come from any adversity, and the presence of God in every aspect of life. Practicing gratitude opens my eyes to the blessings that are present and opens my heart to receive even more. I give thanks for an unlimited world, blissful peace, and perfect wholeness. The scripture is, let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise, from Psalm 95:2. Gratitude.
Thank you, Ashley. And let us now sing our next congregational song, which is Join Together. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. Joy. together in peace. Everybody sing join together. Oh, join together. Oh, join together. Join together, together in love. 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 And at this time, we bless the prayer requests which have been left in the prayer box in the lobby. And we invite you to leave your own personal prayer requests there. The prayer chaplains here will pray over them and send them the names to Silent Unity, where they will be prayed over for 30 days. I'm a prayer chaplain. You're free to approach me. We'd love to pray with you after the service today. So we just take those prayer requests into our hearts this morning. Prayers for ourselves, for our community, for the greater community, for those we love. And we just exist in that gratitude that was our daily word today. Knowing that all is well. We see healing for those who need healing, that every cell in our bodies is enlivened with that divine order that is inherent to our beings. We see the order manifesting in every circumstance which may need our prayer. And we do give thanks this morning for the expression of Christ, which is present in every moment, every person, and in every situation. We release these prayers into the loving care of Christ's Spirit, seeing them answered today. Thank you, God. Amen. And please join me now in preparation for a time of meditation. Oh, Spirit, guide me deep inside me. Take me to my heart place, the place of ease and grace. Breathe in this moment, this sacred moment. I am peace. I am renewed.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Just breathe in. Breathe in joy. And breathe out joy. Breathe in love. And breathe out love. We are in an ever-renewing place. Every cell of our body renews. We are divine intelligence. And we can sit and appreciate who and where we are. We have the entire earth beneath our feet. It is here for us. It was made for us to exist. This planet of water supports our body is also mostly made up of water. It is in harmony with each other for existence. Let us be thankful for that. This place to live and breathe. For when we get wrapped up in our concerns and our journey, there is always the miracle around us that this place supports us to live and breathe. Let us be grateful. Let us just sit with that for one moment. The entire universe around us supports us. It is bigger and more vast than our brains can comprehend. And there are things for our good that we could not possibly know about, but they are there. And they are for our good. So let us expand that for which we are grateful. Let us move beyond the boundaries of our mind. Connect to all that is. It is the goodness. It is a power. And we are that power and that presence. For all the things that we do not recognize, we can bring those things into our mind and know that there are mysteries around us that we can't possibly comprehend. But they are real. And for these things, however large or however small they are, let us now feel gratitude for them. Let us feel connection to all that is. Let us be grateful for the community that's in this room as we support each other on our individual journeys with prayer and hope. Just be still and know. We are the presence and the power. And so it is. Thank you, God.
the pain. All the wounds, feelings of being alone. Surrender. Let it go. Don't you know God is here? 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 Let it all go. Surrender. Let it go. Surrender. Let it all go. All the shame and the guilt, all the tears, all the blame, feelings of being outside. Surrender. Let it go. Don't you know God is here? 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 Let it all go. Open your heart, invite in the light. Open your mind, surrender. Open your heart, invite in the light. Open your mind, surrender. Surrender. Don't you know God is here? 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 Let it all go. Let it all go. Surrender the doubts and the fears. Let it go.
Find your voice in the crowd, inside your own head. In Unity, we talk about going to the silence, using the silence as one of our principal tools for learning and understanding and spiritual growth. The metaphysical meaning of silence is a state of consciousness entered into for the purpose of putting one in touch with divine mind so that the soul may listen to the still small voice. I don't know about you, but often when I go into the silence, I'm met with conversation. My mind starts to spill out the things that are in my consciousness. It's the first thing that I meet. Not the silence, I meet the conversation. So when I think about what I meet there, it's like, I can meet all kinds of things. Fear, anger, worry, being right, being wrong, happiness, joy, disappointment, plans. They're all there waiting for me when I go to the silence. And I have the task of looking at them like a bystander. The work of mindfulness that has spread throughout the land has been a great reminder that we can do that we can actually step back and look at the things that we face in our own mind, in our own world as a bystander. I have that challenge to face. Otherwise, everything is like on autopilot, like it's just going. The continual conversation in my mind can just go and go and go and go. To me, now that I've used the silence on a regular basis, pretty much mostly in the morning and in the evening, but I can do it anytime throughout the day. If I don't do it in the morning, it's like not brushing my teeth. It's like something very vital is missing. And just like not brushing your teeth, I can find myself to be more offensive to others if I don't take the time. I want to tell you a story about Friday. Friday, on my way to work, I was traveling down a road that was 55 miles an hour. It was not a highway, but it's like an expressway between Lodi and Stockton. And as I was going down this expressway, in front of me, the light turned green. And I was quite a ways away from the light. So I'm thinking, yes, all right, I'm going to hit another green light, right? Well, out of the corner of my eye, there was another car. There was a car that was just slightly in front of me. But as we were approaching that green light, out of the corner of my eye, I see a car enter the intersection, and it's going fast. It was probably doing at least 80, maybe 90 miles an hour, and it just went right through the red light, right in front of us. We both had to really put on our brakes. We didn't skid because we had newer cars, and the ABS kicked in, and we just slowed down. And man, it went right in front of us. And what I did was I cussed at that person. I cussed at them like automatically. It just came out of me. And I happened to be on a phone call at the time. So not only did my cussing go out into my car, but it went out into the Zoom world. That bothered me. And because if you hung out with me, you know that using that type of language is not generally what I do. And I really had looked at it earlier because about a month earlier on that same stretch, I saw somebody coming at 90 miles an hour behind me in my rearview mirror and went past me and created and caused an accident. And I cussed at that time too. And so I was looking at that because I didn't like that. I didn't like that about myself, that on autopilot, that was my first reaction. And so I took it into the silence on Friday night. And when I went in there, I just said, I don't like that reaction. I don't want to just do that automatically. And I know throughout the day I was thinking, I just have a low tolerance for stupidity. And that's how I put it in my mind. I have a low tolerance for stupidity. If there's anything that makes me snap and break, it's careless acts. And so in the silence, I do what I do often. Even when I'm having conversation with somebody, I say, when have I been this way? I could be in the middle of a difficult conversation and they are mad at me or whatever. And I say, when have I been this way? And so that's what I did. When have I been this way? And I thought, when I was a younger man and invincible and I was never going, and I had not had anybody important in my life ever pass away. Well, I take that back because I had one person pass away when I was very young. But, most of my friends were still intact and I hadn't lost any friends. And I was a little more careless, I would say, or a little bit more thinking that the things I was going to do weren't going to result in a bad situation. When was I also this way? More recently, my brother passed away a year ago. And when I left my mom's house, I accidentally ran a red light. I didn't even know. So what was that? That was grief going through the red light. I have been careless when I didn't want to disappoint somebody and I needed to get somewhere just so I wouldn't disappoint them. So disappointment has been the driver sometimes. And then I just was able to get a little bit of silence. And in that silence, I heard, "You didn't cuss, you cursed." Interesting. I cursed. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had ill will towards that person that almost killed me. Yes, I cursed. That's different, isn't it? It's different than cussing. Yes, I cursed. So now what do I want to do? What is my voice in that conversation? Now what do I choose is a part of me? What I would like to do instead is say thank you for my safety. Thank you that me and the other driver were unharmed. That's better. I wish that was my first reaction. That's my voice. That's what I want to have. And then what else would I want from this situation? I'd want to recognize that maybe what I think I'm seeing is not what I'm seeing. Maybe there is addiction going through the red light. Maybe there is not wanting to disappoint going through the red light. Maybe there is fear of losing a job going through the red light. Maybe there's grief going through the red light. And so, maybe I want to send a blessing through the red light. That would be better than sending a curse. So, what do I know about that work? So then I know that I could use the Ho'oponopono prayer, and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And so that's what I say to that driver on that day, Friday. I take back the curse. I take it back. And I give thanks instead. Charles Fillmore said, the words are also seeds, and when dropped into the invisible spiritual substance, they grow and bring forth after their kind. That's what I want. That's my voice. I was taught by a teacher named Deborah Poneman. They call her the teacher of the teachers. And she taught me a term, tikkun olam, is a Hebrew term. And it's to say a prayer to change those things that are in front of you, where, say you owe a debt, and you want to change that energy, or you had a misunderstanding with somebody, and you want to change that energy. These are the things that are the roadblocks to your moving on to the next place in your spiritual journey. And if you can face these tikkuns, then you can then move on. And so that's how I look at that. At any point, even if I've had this energy of, say, saying a curse, I can change that. I can face it. I can learn from it, and I can move forward. So my saying the Ho'oponopono prayer for this person that went through the intersection is myself facing the tikkun. Today, I got a test because there was road work on the way here, and at the end of the road work, there was an accident. And I got to say, thank you for my safety. I got to see that although it wasn't like one of those situations where it was like fast and rapid and just happened in front of me, I'll have to see how I react to that the next time it happens. But today I remembered and I said, thank you for my safety as I went through that whole situation. I just chose to use the mantra as I came this way. I am on time. I am on time. And guess what? I arrived on time. And so that is another place where I am choosing my voice, because I could use all my friends in that situation. I could use worry, that I wouldn't be on time. I could use anxiety and allow that to be in my body. I could use self-degradation, like I should have gotten up earlier. I should have, all those things. I could have used all those things. But instead, I used my voice. My voice is, I am on time, over and over again. Myrtle Fillmore, she stated something that goes along with what Charles said. And her statement was, show me the seeds you sow and the thoughts you think, and I can foretell the manner of your harvest. For it is the same in our mind world or in the soil world. So I'm using my voice to sow the seeds of what I want. Along with the thought of the tikkun, it is as we make ourselves aware of where our roadblocks are, and we make any kind of effort to try and face those things and move forward in our journey, then we are not only changing ourselves, we are changing everything around us. And so, the main thing about my cursing was that I only cursed the person who was in the car, because that person driving by didn't hear what I said. I heard what I said, and the people who were in earshot of me heard what I said. I'm not cursing the person going by. I'm cursing me. And so, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I choose a different path in a different direction. We need to listen to the community in our mind and find our voice. Your voice needs to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard more than ever. And so, I would like to end with another thought of Myrtle Fillmore. There are no discords in my being. Being is peace. Thank you.
I will trust in the Spirit. I will open my heart. I will always remember the truth of God that has brought me this far. So lead me on this path of light, and every step I take in faith leads me home to a place where all I know is love and grace. Lead me on this path of love. I'll shine a light in the darkness. I will bring forth the truth. I will always honor the beauty and light that I see So lead me on this path of light, and every step I take in faith leads me home to a place where all I know is love and grace. Lead me on this path of light. As I breathe, I become completely one with the light and the love. Completely one. As I breathe, I become completely one with the light and the love. Completely one. So lead me on this path of light, and every step I take in faith leads me home to a place where all I know is love and grace. All I know is love. All I know is love. All I know is love and grace. Thank you. And thank you so much, Jimmy.
Thank you.
All right. So we now ask our ushers to come forward and pass the basket for our love offering. We are grateful for your donations to this ministry. It does allow us to reach out to each other, to the world, to support each other, and to continue this great work that we do here. There are several ways you can do this. You can mail a check to us at our P.O. Box, which is 2176 in Citrus Heights, 95611. Or we do have a donate button on our weekly newsletter and in our website. And if you are not subscribed to our weekly newsletter, you can sign up for that on the table in the lobby, or you can just do that yourself online on our website. So now, let us join in blessing our offering. Well, we'll wait till everybody's done. Are you done? Okay. Blessing our offering with Unity's prosperity prayer, knowing that flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I choose to give, and all that I am open to receive. And so it is. Thank you, God. Amen. We have just a few announcements. And next week, Reverend Carla is in a good place in her treatment right now to be able to speak next week. So we are so excited to have her joining us back. And that'll be on Zoom, so you can join us there. And we have a class coming up starting a week from Wednesday. That is the practice of exquisite self-care. And I'm going to be teaching that on classes on Zoom. It is an 8-week class, but it's only an hour every week. You're welcome to drop in or sign up for the full class. You can find that on our website. I would appreciate signing up ahead if you're planning to attend the class, because it helps me with my planning. We are going to be having our first Friday meditation. That's, is that this Friday? No, a week from Friday. A week from Friday. So do go ahead and put that in your calendar. And as always, you are invited to stay and chat so we can get to know each other and catch up on what's going on in our lives. So please join me now in singing our closing songs. Weave, peace, and please rise. Weave, weave, weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave, weave, weave us together. Weave us together and together, and let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyful vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And we know that the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Go in peace, and thank you for being here this morning. We got a good thing